Hi, my name is Alyssa Connor. I am a Grand Canyon University student. This is my assignment of professional dispositions in learners. To make myself a successful teacher, I know that I will use both my dedication and my compassion for students. To be a dedicated teacher, I know that I must show that I'm on time, an active learner in my classroom, attend professional development, and also participate in the social realm of networking that we have now. By showing those things, then I'm showing students that it's important. School is important. My time is important. Their time is important. By being on time, I'm showing them, you know what? We all have to get up. We all have to be ready. We have to be here. By being an active learner, I'm showing them, just because I'm in school teaching them doesn't mean that I've stopped learning. I'm still learning with them. I'm still showing them new things that we're doing. And by attending professional development, I'm still learning myself. I plan on being a lifelong learner, and I know that's something that I need to do to continue with that. And then I always want to strive to be a compassionate teacher. One way that I do that now in my setting that I'm in, which is the library, I always greet my students at the door, always. And I get that moment with each of them that kind of shows me how their day is going, and it shows me, a lot about them. It shows, you can always tell if a kid's smiling and happy, they probably had a good day, but if they're frowning and not so happy, they probably haven't had a good day, and it's a chance to turn that around for them. A thing that I know that I'm going to have to do in my first year of teaching is really learn how to set those high expectations for students. I believe having a high expectation for students is just showing them that what they know matters, and setting them those realistic goals to let them soar higher than what they think they can do. Students have to be able to understand that they can show more than what we see as teachers sometimes. And I know that just getting that and learning that all students can learn and should learn, it's important for them. I know one thing that I really have to work on is seeing those strengths and weaknesses and assessments that we do, and seeing how important they are and things that we can do to help them with those. Another thing that I know that I have to work on is reflecting. Sometimes I just want to get through it, and I don't always take a step back and see what I've done and how they've done as students on their paperwork and on their material, and just showing, where I need to really practice a little more sometimes. I think that as teachers, we don't always see what they see, and what students see sometimes isn't always the best example of ourselves. An example that I have is today I had a 4th grade group, and they were very chatty and very disrespectful to me, but I was also not very nice to them back because I was getting that disrespect, and I had a hard time really channeling that into this is what needs to happen, and just looking back and seeing other ways that I can handle myself better in that particular lighting. The last thing is just going forward. Some of the things that I think that all teachers need to work on is, making sure that we're working on our honesty and our advocacy for students that really just struggle and they just have a hard time in life. We don't want them to struggle or have a hard time. We want them to be successful in every way that they can. And I think that as honest teachers, sometimes we see dishonesty that comes through to us, and so then we have a hard time correcting that dishonesty. And sometimes it's easier just to let it go and go on with their day, so that we're making sure we get through our day instead of going back and saying, hey, no, this isn't going to cut it. We have to be honest. We're a family instead of just a classroom, because that's what we are in a class. We're a family. Sometimes those kids spend more time with us all year than what they do with their family. So that's what I think it just takes to have a professional disposition of learners, and what we see as learners and how we can be better learners from the day to day. Thank you.